Hey guys, Kelly here. Today I thought I would tell you how much money I earned on YouTube as an art channel for December and January so far of this year. I got up and I decided I was going to talk to you today about my YouTube channel and how having a YouTube channel for over 10 plus years as a small creator has been a challenge. And recently things have shifted just a little bit, and from having 18,000 viewers for 10 plus years, working my way up very slowly, into recently, just since Christmas, just at the end of last year, it went from 18,000 to almost 21,000 now. Now I know for some folks that's not a whole lot, and my goal this year is to hit 100,000 subscribers because I really want that little play button. So I thought I would just share my journey with you on here and kind of talk about the reality of having an art channel here on YouTube. The first thing I want you to think about if you're just starting an art channel, and I started one, I'm trying to think how old I was. I think I was 45 when I started. I'm now 56, so it's actually 11 years. But it's not an overnight success for some people. It can be, it can happen. Art channels, I think, are a slower growth than like financial channels and things like that. Finance just does wonderful. And I started this channel out actually as a debt-free artist because we went debt-free. My husband started his own business and I started to take my art more seriously, and that's when I started the YouTube channel. I was thinking I could earn some money monetizing my channel. And it happened pretty quickly, but I was doing alcohol inks at the time, and I have since switched to watercolors because of the smell of alcohol inks, the potential of spilling it on my carpet. So when I switched my channel, everything just really kind of slowed way down. Being debt-free, we paid off our house, our mortgage, and that allowed us to free up that time to create our own businesses. And so I thought initially I was going to do more of the debt-free artist, and I kind of went away from that. I didn't like to show my face much. Now I'm older, I'm like, this is who I am, this is what you get. This is me in the morning. I'm just jumping on here, and I think because I struggled so long to have everything perfect with my channel, you know, making sure I had all the little video clips correct and everything was perfect on my table, and I've kind of given up for that because it's just too hard to keep up with. You have to have a little reality when you start a YouTube channel. I was not an overnight success, nor am I really super successful yet, and I'm going to share a little bit of that with you. I'm going to tell you how much money I made. It's been a slow growth for years, and you know, being a creative, teaching classes, having a family life, burnout that I had a lot of doubt when I started this channel and still do. But I am consistent. I have consistently posted. I have over 450 videos now. Some of them did well, some of them, you know, my average was like 200 or 300 views. So I did a lot of studying YouTube last year in 2025. I don't think I wasn't understanding what YouTube was looking for. If you look back at some of the older videos, I mean, I try when I'm talking, but I edit it a lot. So an edit takes much more time than just jumping on here and talking to you and making a video. But I have done hundreds of paintings on here, and I have online classes now. I teach on Skillshare, I teach on Udemy, I have a Patreon account, which I really, if you haven't noticed, I've really focused on that in 2025 as well. And if you're not on Patreon and you're an artist, I highly recommend it. I have a couple other artists that are doing school, SKOOL. And I think those are great because you can really be yourself. You can build that community and you kind of share behind the scenes type stuff. And if you're here to make money doing like the hypes, the thanks and all that, I don't really do any of that. I think I had my first hype recently, and I had a super thanks, which I was super thankful for. But most of mine is coming from Patreon and now on YouTube because of AdSense. And art doesn't necessarily pay as much as what financial channels pay. Posting consistently is a full-time job for me. When I am painting my painting and then doing my edits and then sharing it here on other social media platforms, it's a lot of work. And I've been doing a little bit more lives. I've been doing lives on the other social medias as well. And so it takes a lot because each one you have to come up with maybe a different painting, a different skill. And I feel like sometimes I'm gonna run out. And I'm trying to do more of what I do by playing, practicing, doing 15-minute warm-ups, things like that, and sharing that as part of my social media, because that's where my ideas come from, where I'm practicing something and something new sparks creativity, and I can then create a painting from something like that. Some of these short little quick ones are great for YouTube, because I think people here are looking for either problem solving, which is what I'm learning now because I need to focus it in more on problem solving. Like, you have a problem, let's try to fix it. And one of my recent ones was on painting snow, and another one on using salt techniques and why salt fails. So those were like a little aha moment for me. Okay, so I wanted to talk about what isn't working for YouTube for me. I wasn't thinking about my thumbnails. I was teaching without context, and I was just assuming that people would find what I was doing. Just throwing it out there. And then I was also making videos for myself versus making videos for the viewers or for other artists. So something that's changed recently for me, and I think it's helping, by creating more clear titles. In other words, like solving a problem per video, not going overboard with everything. And then having my thumbnails with just one idea. And then talking through how I think through a painting versus just showing what I was doing. And I did a video on that. You could check that one out. That one got a little heated, and I knew it was going to be controversial, but I'm just being me and giving my opinions, but it's on why copying isn't helping you. And my big takeaway from that video was, when we copy something, we maybe aren't hearing what the artist is thinking internally. So talking those things through as to why I'm using this much water, why I have this brush, all of those things I think are very important. And a lot of videos would skip that because we do so many cuts, so many edits, and we don't see when we stop to blow dry. We don't stop to see, maybe some changes that we made, you didn't even see us do it, and because we fixed something. So there's a lot that goes into that isn't shared on YouTube. And because I think people they want like short little blips of what I'm doing, how it's done. And then on Patreon, I try to do more of the full tutorial. So there's like really no edits in there. And for YouTube, it's bullet points, short, quick, and to the point, I think is what we're looking for there. Or also, I haven't quite figured everything out. It could be just about you, your life, and how you're doing things. Because some people are there, it's different because some people are there to learn, some people are there just to paint, some people are there just to relax. And so I think finding your audience and then building that audience helps kind of tune in what direction that you want to go in. Each one of these videos here on YouTube, they're not masterpieces. If I'm doing a commission painting or I'm doing a painting for me, that takes a long time to do. And there's a lot of little steps, a lot of little brush marks, a lot of little strokes. And I think after 2 or 3 hours of you painting, people are going to get bored. And again, not the platform probably for YouTube unless you're doing a live and people can join in. I'm just here trying to help in any way that I can. I'm still a small channel. It's getting steady views, and old videos now are starting to get traction. Again, I have 450 videos up there. There's been much more comments in my videos lately. Again, I don't know if it's because it's more controversial, some of the stuff that is coming out with, or because it's more helpful. Sorry, I'm on my stool. It was a little squeak there. I'm always learning too. It's not something that comes like automatically. People can tell you things over and over again on YouTube, and I have done a lot of research. I've listened to a lot of them, and I've tried all of those little tips and tricks that they talk about. But I think just it comes down to being you, being helpful, and bullet points. I think that's really what, and this video here is a lot of rambling. So I apologize. All right, so let's get into the numbers as I promised. So this is how much money I actually make on YouTube, but this is for only the last 28 days. And you can see that I've definitely increased from the past few months. I went from $33 in December. I had a good one that hit and I was up to $340 for the month. And January is doing pretty good right now at $224. Now, this includes everything. So this includes super gifts, which I don't have any, my affiliate program. So you can see anytime you buy anything from my links, it was $18 for this month. You can see if you go through my link, I earn a small commission off of a few of the items that you make the purchases on. And then we also have connected stores. There's no sales from that so far. And then my membership program, which I'm super happy with my membership, it's $18.45. There's 6 members where I do my live painting sessions on here. So that is a huge bonus that's been happening lately that I just found out that I had. So I opened that up to everyone. So this is why it's so important. I mean, I don't earn a lot of money from doing YouTube or for Patreon, and there's a lot of time and effort that is spent in it. So I obviously love what I do and I love sharing. And so that's really the most important thing for me. But you know, $224, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to increase that this year coming up. Takeaway to this whole thing is I just want to encourage other artists. This is a piece of your heart. This is you, and this is your art, and you're sharing it with the world, and sometimes that's hard. If you've been struggling as an artist for years on YouTube or trying to make money as you get a little older or have it as an extra business, and teaching what you know right now is enough. You're enough. If you are a small art channel and you've been at this for a while, don't quit just because it might be quiet. If you found this helpful, please let me know in the comments and maybe how long you've been following me. I would love to have you join us on Patreon. And there is also a free 7-day trial, so you could just jump in there, look around, and see what it's all about. I hope you enjoyed this one. This was real talk, and hopefully some of it was helpful for you. Have a great day. Bye.